Okay, I've started.
Alright, wait, let me announce it real quick.
Sure.
Okay, you can tell me, like, why do you think Minato beats Kakazu?
I can put my scale in if you want, but
Alright,
it's pretty simple.
you can tell me.
So, Minato above or relative to Yellow Mask, Obito. Above who I think is above Orange Mask.
And you're going Orange Mask over the Akatsuki,
Oh,
I'm guessing?
just over Pain relative. Wait, it's Kakazu in it. Yeah, over Sage Mode Naruto above Kakazu fight Naruto.
Okay.
Do you want me to
I'm
type it
fine with
like still
Minato
or?
to Yellow Mask. I'm fine with Minato to Yellow Mask, that's fine. Yellow above Orange, that's like. I have an issue with that, but I'll still man that for now.
Sure.
Orange Mask over Pain is fine. Pain to Sage Mode Naruto is fine. Wait, actually, okay, no, that's fine. Why is okay? Sage Mode. Okay, why is base Naruto to Kakuzu? You don't tell me why.
Cause he they just react to each other. You can get hits on him. You can
No, all that
yes.
happens, right, is Naruto distracts Kakuzu with Shadow Clone, right? And then he like uses a Rasen Shuriken on him when Kakuzu's like off guard. He had to like make the clones in order to get
Why is he
Kakuzu
off
off
guard?
guard. Because he's like fighting the clones just the panel
Yeah, so
before
he's
Naruto
fighting
lands the Rasen
Naruto.
Shuriken.
Like that's stupid. He's fighting Naruto. Like if
No,
he
listen,
can't
listen, listen,
kill the
listen,
clones,
listen.
right? No, you listen, right? Okay. So if he's fighting Naruto's clones, right? He's fighting Naruto, right? So he's just relative to that Naruto.
Okay, okay, listen, listen.
It doesn't matter.
Naruto, right? Naruto in his base, just Naruto, and Naruto with his clones out is totally different, right? When he has his clones
I'm
out,
not even
right?
scaling that base Naruto. I'm just scaling that Naruto Sage Mode Naruto above that Naruto.
Sage Mode Naruto can scale above like. No, I'm saying base Naruto wouldn't scale to Kakuzu. Base
I'm
Naruto
not
can scale to a
saying
distracted
base
Kakuzu.
Naruto to Kakazu. If I said that,
What
I
is
didn't
saying?
mean it. I meant that just that Naruto. I said Kakazu fight Naruto.
Okay, okay. So what? How are you gonna connect that?
Because Kakazu fight Naruto, he's just stronger from Pain Arc, isn't he?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you wait, so you don't think Kakuzu fight Naruto scales to Kakuzu? What?
No, I think he scales to Kakazu. He's just fighting him, isn't he? I'm just saying. Um,
Yeah, and I'm saying he doesn't scale to Kakuzu.
why?
I already told you, like, because he had to like distract Kakuzu, right? Listen, listen. If a shinobi can like distract someone and land a hit on them, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that that shinobi will scale to him, right? There's like like physically, Kakuzu would be above Naruto, right? But if like Naruto can like form a strategy, right, to outsmart Kakuzu, that wouldn't necessarily mean Naruto's physically above Kakuzu. All that would entail is that Naruto's just smarter tactically in terms of like battle tactics, right? So Naruto wouldn't scale to Kakuzu. Naruto's tactics would, but Naruto wouldn't necessarily because we can see Naruto makes clones distract Kakuzu. Bruh. Okay. Yeah, right. So Naruto's like clones distracted Kakuzu, then Naruto hit him with a Rasen Shuriken. That's about it.
Can you show me that? Like.
Bruh, you brought it up. Can you like show me Naruto blitzing Kakuzu?
Alright, fine.
I mean
Let's
like
bet. What chapter is it? Do you know?
let me look for it. I'll look up the chapter.
Tanwin, you should mention Totsuka Blade.
Shut up, Khan. Oh my god. Chapter 332.
Kakazu uses Totsuka Blade in next Minato.
What is the thing?
You say
Oh,
332?
Dipto, I'm sending scans and scans. Yeah, it's 332.
Bet. few chapters ahead. Try 34.
I'll look for it too if I can find
Isn't
it.
Naruto's not even showing up yet, jeez man. Naruto chapters are so short compared to Boruto chapters, I swear.
Yeah.
I've not found the scan, but I found the chapter Naruto's in, so it shouldn't take long. Guess I was wrong. Right, hold. I'm here. Hold
James, it's fine. He can like take longer than 2 minutes. I'll allow him. I'm pretty sure the rules state like if the opponent's fine with it, you can like give him an extension. It's fine. He can take like 10 minutes.
on. I actually hate the manga so much. I've gone through like 6 chapters of
Bruh.
basically talking. There we go.
What's a Naruto manga like weekly or monthly back then? Cause bro, if I like waited a month and then I got freaking like just talking in a chapter, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, no, so would I. Right, I got it.
Oh, okay. Okay, just send me the chapter, like the panel before he hits Rasen Shuriken,
I did.
and
Wrong. Hold on. It didn't save. Let me just screenshot it again. That's one of them. That's the scan like after.
yeah, okay, I know. But I need like the
Yeah, I
one
know.
before this.
I just sent it. You see, Kakazu basically just sees him, like knows he's there, and just can't like react in time.
Okay, right. So basically, what I'm gonna say to that, right, is that Naruto, he had a game plan, right, before like doing this, right. He made these clones, and then he attacked Kakazu. So I just say, based off like feats we see from Kakazu, right, that I'll just give an interpretation here that when Naruto caught Kakazu, right, I just say it was too late for Kakazu to react because we can see like Kakazu like being like really shocked, and then he just gets hit by it, right? The fact that Naruto had to get him distracted in the first place would imply he wouldn't actually scale to Kakazu. All this would mean is that when Naruto does get the hit off, it's just gonna be too late. So that's what I argue for Naruto, like being below Kakazu, because Kakazu has like much better feats against someone who scales to like KCM1 Naruto.
Who scales KCM1? And why does Kakazu scale to him?
What? Wait, what?
What? Who does he have better feats against?
Yugito. Yugito would scale to KCM1. KCM1
Why?
would be to Minato.
No.
Okay. You want me to get into my scaling just to like contradict,
Sure.
like back up my interpretation?
Sure, I'll neg it. It's fine.
Okay. Bro,
Yeah.
what's this whole confidence?
Because I know what you're gonna bring up.
I know you do. It's probably one of the more like popular arguments now. Like, everyone uses this.
One of the most ratty arguments.
It's not ratty. Come on,
I'm
you're
joking.
oh. There you go.
Wait,
I'm
where'd
pretty
you
good
send
like
it?
V3, but V2. Yeah, it's in scaling. Check scaling.
Bet.
I'll send you the first scan in scans of like Kakuzu to Yugito. Send you that first.
I'm fine with Kakazu to Yugito, but Edo Yugito is literally being controlled by Obito. It doesn't scale to Yugito.
What? Wait.
I'd argue
Obito can
she's
be
stronger.
controlling them, right? Obito can be controlling them, right? But why would that like, affect her
Because if he's
stats, right?
controlling them, it's his chakra control. Listen, right? You know Shinobi like use chakra control to like amp the stats, so like physical like punches or speed, like so it's not like her. It's not like proportional to like what she would like split to like speed or strength or if you know what I mean. I don't think I said it very well, but
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, you're saying like Shinobi would like amp certain part of their body depending on like their fighting style. Is that what you're saying?
well, I'm basically just saying so like yeah, so like they amp different parts like with the chakra, right? So like it won't scale to Yugito because why does Obito's chakra control like what he like uses like the amount of chakra he uses to like amp speed like compared
Okay.
to
Wait.
the
Wait. Wait.
speed.
Firstly, yeah. I'll go into that. Firstly, right? You firstly said like Obito. It's Obito's chakra controlling Yugito. You take that back, right? Are you saying like Obito's chakra is controlling him, or Obito's controlling Yugito's chakra? Which one?
Well, it's chakra rods in it, so I'd argue it, well it doesn't matter
I'd
to be
say it's
honest.
Yugito. Huh?
It doesn't matter to be honest. Either way, it's just
Okay.
controlling it. My point is it's controlling it. I don't really care either way.
Okay, right. Right. So I'll just argue. If Shinobi, right? They like control like amp certain parts of their body with like chakra. That's what you're asserting, right? I have to say, um, that would depend on how they fight, and I don't think that's something they always do. It's just necessary under certain circumstances, right? For example, in part one, right, when Sakura uses this against Ino, what she does, she manipulates the chakra to her like feet, and then she like makes a run, right? Before this was relative to Ino, but now she can like blitz Ino, right? I'm saying under specific circumstances, right? I'm fine with like Shinobi being manipulating their chakra under certain circumstances. But I don't know like why like they would actually like do this whenever they like go into a fight. If they're losing the fight, sure, but I don't think Yugito has any anti feats against KCM or Naruto. So you can't necessarily say, oh, she was losing here, but then she does better in this bit. So that's where like I think she amped herself because I don't think there's any reason for Shinobi to like go into a fight by amping a specific part only and not just like amping the entire body with chakra.
Nah, I think you got me confused. So, right, I'm saying Obito's controlling her chakra, right? So like, it won't be like her like fighting, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And if he's amping, you like agree, like chakra amps, that's correct. And Obito's
It
controlling.
can
No, it just controls it like in general. You can like
like
you can
I
amp
mean
certain aspects, like that's fine, but it just
yeah
amps it in general.
yeah it's like amping your body. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's fine. So Obito's controlling that chakra and like deciding like what he's gonna do like with that chakra and like how he's gonna use it in a fight.
Okay, yeah. So that's to refute that, right? I said, oh, I agree that Obito is controlling Yugito's chakra. That's totally fine, right? But I'm saying, but Shinobi, right? When going into the fight, they have no reason to like manipulate chakra into specific parts of their bodies, right? So what would be the case is you'd have to like give me a reason, right, as to why you like Obito would have like a different game plan than Yugito does. Because I've already said, right, the default assumption, right, would be that like they're going into the fight by balancing out every part of their body because we've seen characters amp certain parts of their body only when they feel it's necessary. So I just say the default assumption would be like they're balancing out their chakra. So you have to like give me a reason as to why Yugito, right? I mean, like why Obito would manipulate Yugito's chakra in a different way than Yugito would be normally manipulating it.
Give me a sec.
Sure.
Going off of this point, I just want to say that I have to fart.
Khan, this is being recorded by the way.
What the?
Just saying.
Okay.
Hey, hey YouTube. I'm just
Shut
taking
up,
a shit.
Khan.
All right, is that fine with you?
Oh my god.
What, you guys
So
can't edit?
s-
Yeah,
so
listen.
so basically, you're just asserting that like Obito doesn't have like a different like way of like controlling his chakra to Yukito.
I mean, no, I'm saying, right, the default assumption would be Shinobi are balancing out their chakra because we've seen Shinobi like amp certain parts of their chakra, right, of their body, right, as a last resort. So I just like need a reason as to why Obito would be amping a certain part of their bodies, right? Obito can be controlling her, but I don't think there's any reason why he'd be using her chakra to like manipulate a different part of her body or specific part of her body. So him controlling her or her controlling herself, I just don't think there's gonna be a difference. Except like jutsus they use, like that's gonna be probably the only difference. I just don't think it's physically like um have any effect on Jupiter's fighting style.
Well, I'd just say that so like you agree like you're saying the basic assumption is just like spreading chakra, right? So
Yeah, balance. Not like yeah.
well balancing, that's what I mean, yeah. So like you also agree like Yukito like has her own like fighting style, correct? Like
Fighting style as in like how
like
they're gonna use
she just
jutsu and arsenal.
yeah, and like how she's just gonna like fight, right? So like not like got a game plan because like every fight's like different, correct? But like you just you just agree that she's like fights different, like to, like all Shinobi
I
like
mean,
don't
how
fight
would
the
you
same.
define like fighting different, right? Would you say fighting different, right? Would be like manipulating chakra into certain part of your body in order to like do jutsus you're good with, or would you say fighting like different would be like just using different arsenal, like going to V1s and V2s in the right times in the right moments?
Wait, could you repeat the first
Yeah.
bit you said?
Do you think like fighting different, right? Would be like manipulating chakra into separate parts of your bodies in order to uh like in order to combat properly according to how you want to combat? Or do you think it would rather be
I
like
think I think it's that and like and like jutsu.
Okay, so you think like it would be like how you manipulate chakra, right? So I'm saying, right, that the default assumption would be that they're actually like not necessarily balanced, but I just think there's a default amount of chakra every shinobi uses when they're in combat. And I'm saying this because we've seen like every time a shinobi was to like manipulate specific chakra in a specific part of their body, they do state it.
Why? Why? Wait. So you're assuming, right, that everyone balances their chakra like at the same time, right? Well, not at the same. I don't know why I said at the same time, but like in like the same way, right? I just
You think?
I just assert that they just don't, and like so like you know some
Hmm.
like you know Tsunade, right? Like
Yeah,
answer chakra type punches and stuff, and like her main like source of
yeah, yeah,
combat, right, is just
yeah,
like just punches, right? Um,
yeah.
she's not like an insane speeder, but like speedster, and like but she's like fast or whatever, like. And the Raikage is like mainly just like speed, and like as soon as he's close or whatever, he just hits them. So like
Okay, right.
I just assert Yukito's doing like sort of the same thing based on her fighting style. So um she'll just like Tsunade distributes chakra to her
Yeah.
punches, and then the Raikage does the same to his speed. I just argue that every shinobi or just does like similar things. Depends. I don't really care. Just I just assert
Okay,
it's the same for most shinobi.
okay, right. So I'll go over like I think what you said, right, doesn't really debunk my argument because what I asserted, right, was that like unless it's stated that they're manipulating chakra in a specific part of their body, the default assumption would be that they aren't. And Tsunade, right, the example you gave, it's stated multiple times in the data books, right? The Tsunade like, specifically like manipulates her chakra to her fist when she's punching, right? So I'm saying like this is fine. That's I claim that like it can be used that way, but it won't be the default assumption. And given by like the default assumption that I've like shown, I just think that Yugito and Obito's like combat won't necessarily be that different. We can like leave that up to the judge if you want. You can like conclude on the point. It's going slightly like
Sure, let me get this one like rebuttal to that. It's just
okay.
basically like I see what you mean by like it being stated in like data books and stuff. But do you really think they're gonna do that for like every shinobi and like every way they fight? So like, Yukito's in these chapters. She amps her speed. She amps her fist punches like this. Like, but that's like sort of irrelevant. But just leave it to the judge. We can move on.
Okay, okay. James, do you want us to conclude, or do you think like you've heard enough? Okay, I'll just okay, yeah. Okay, so basically, right? I brought up Alive Yugito drove of Ero Yugito, and he said, right, that Ero Yugito wouldn't scale to alive because Obito's controlling her, and Obito can like manipulate like chakra into certain parts of her body, and then Yugito herself could have a different way of doing it. So this would mean like the way Obito is controlling Yugito would can be like different from like how Yugito normally fights. So she can be like amped. Because we know like Shinobi can like amp their feet with like chakra and shit, right? And my refutation to that was right that there's like a default assumption that like characters won't like amp specific parts of their bodies unless it's stated, which he didn't like refute, right? But I said like we've seen that in part one, right? Where Sakura like states, "Oh, I'm gonna manipulate my chakra to my feet so that I can go faster," and Ino says, "Oh, she's going faster." And he brought up how like Tsunade does it as well, and I said like it's stated multiple times in the data book that Tsunade does like manipulate chakra into her fist, right? So I'm fine with like the chakra being able to be manipulated into like specific parts of their bodies. I just don't think like unless it's stated otherwise, that would be the case. So as I've like set a default assumption which you didn't refute, all Shinobi would like even out their chakra or have like a default battle style when they're fighting. So Obito or Yugito, no matter who's like controlling the body, it doesn't really matter in terms of like stats. Yeah, Wilson, you can like conclude.
So basically, he's scaling Kakazu to Yugito, like alive Yugito, and then Yugito above Edo Yugito. And I'm basically saying Obito was controlling Yugito during that fight. So basically distributing her chakra like how he wants, like how he sees fits during that fight, and it wouldn't scale like at all to like how Yugito normally does this, and like it wouldn't scale to her stats, and because of chakra amping stats, and that's basically it.
Okay. James, you can like we can
He's
do the
he's
verdict after
typing.
we're like. Do you think you can do the verdict now, or do you think you should like do it like after debate's over, like listen after listening to everything? Never mind, you can just do it now.
Yeah, it'll be better now because basically our scaling like lives on this point. Whoever wins this sort of like wins the debate, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yo,
No.
shut up. Okay. Okay. Wilson, you're okay with me winning the point? That's what James said.
I mean, I guess I'll have to be. I personally think like it went otherwise, but it's fine.
I'll like debate you further on this after we're done on this debate. I think I can convince you. But let's finish this first.
Sure.
Okay. So Edo Yugito to base B. Fine. Okay.
Edo Yukito to base B. Can you show me that?
Yeah.
I didn't read the
Bro,
fight.
come on,
Show me it, bro.
bro.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. Base B to KCM one.
Based on what?
Oh, sure. Based on both of their performance against Itachi. I know there's a retarded argument of the Raikage argument, but there's a better argument there. That one's hard to do. But here you go. Both of them, their performance against Itachi. Yeah, James, we moved on to mine. I'm okay with almost everything on his part except the last bit, and I'm backing up my interpretation of the last feat he did with my scaling. Yeah.
No, I don't think. No, I disagree with that. Itachi blitzes behind him and tells him. Like he says, "I know," but wait, what chapter is this? Let me just double check it.
549.
Sure. I just don't want to make like a stupid point in case I'm wrong. I'm just checking 550 quickly. Wait, it might have been before this actually. I'll just double check. But if like I can't find it in this chapter, I'll just leave the point.
Yeah.
That's annoying. He blitzes behind him. Off panel.
Wait, what?
It doesn't matter. So what I'd say to this is Itachi just blitzes his perception, and he just says, "Nah, that's dumb point. I'll leave it. It's fine." Wait, why
Okay,
does this
you're okay
why
with
does
this, right?
this why does this scale to KCM1's like combat
Because
speed?
KCM1 is identical feats to Itachi to B, because B relative to Itachi and KCM1 Naruto is also relative to like Tritoma Itachi, not like but Tritoma Itachi is also relative. You can
Alright, that's fine.
okay. Okay, so KCM Naruto to Alive Minato.
KCM Naruto to alive Minato. Why?
Okay, there you go. This is my favorite argument. Okay, listen, right? So, firstly, I'd like to say, like throughout the series, right? There's like always a narrative thing when Naruto's like always like supposed to surpass Minato, right? That's like a constant theme of the series. Like he's slowly like surpassing Minato more and more, right? So firstly, in the data book, right? When like after Kakuzu fight, it's stated, right, that like Naruto's like reaching up to Minato. Like someday he will surpass Minato, right?
Yeah, I think that's
In
AP.
Pain arc, bro,
Wait,
no, what? Rasen Shuriken next durability. Why would it be an AP argument?
he's not Minato speed. Like he's being compared like so
I'm
much
saying in
later.
general.
In general, like which
I'm not saying
Naruto?
Naruto surpassed him. I'm not saying Naruto surpassed him. I'm just saying he will someday surpass him. That's what's stated in that data book,
Yeah, that's
right?
fine.
Okay. In Pain arc, Naruto surpasses Minato's Sage mode, right?
Sure, Minato's Sage mode don't scale anywhere.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. KCM2 Naruto is vastly superior to Minato.
Wait, KCM2 you said?
KCM2, right?
Where you going with this?
Okay, I'll go back. Okay, you agree, right?
Not necessarily, I'm just seeing where you're going with it. I'm seeing if it's
Okay.
actually relevant. I'll
So
argue it if it's relevant,
yeah,
but
yeah. Okay, right. So I'll just say, there has to be a certain point between Sage Mode and KCM2 where Naruto like reach the same level as Minato.
why would that be KCM1?
Yeah, I'll go over that now, right? We
Why?
see like when
Carry on.
when Naruto like blitzes Kisame, right? Killer B states, oh, he's on like Minato's level now. He's just like the Yellow Flash. Same happens with Tsunade, right? When Naruto blitzes Raikage, Tsunade goes, oh,
Show me the
he's
beast
just
gun.
like
I
okay,
know both what
okay,
you're saying.
okay.
I just like I'm pretty sure I've got a rebuttal to this, but it depends like what he actually says. Like
Yeah, I got you. I'll send the Kisame one first. Do you want the Tsunade one as well?
Wait, say again.
Do you want the Tsunade one as well, or do you think the Kisame one's is fine?
Just show me the Kisame one. For now, it's fine.
Okay, gotcha. Oh my god.
Can I ban this Sloan guy? He just looks weird to me, and I want him banned.
Sloan.
He's like so toxic and mean too.
That's Joseph. Oh my god.
I know, dumbass.
Wait, he's actually, I didn't know that.
Bruh. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'd just argue. Wait, no mind, hold on.
Wait. Before you argue with Jonin and Minato, I'll just
No,
say Tsunade
I'm not
makes
even
it
arguing
stupid
now.
Utilize
as
your
well.
resources.
Yo, shut up, Khan. Listen. I'll just say, there's just this narrative implication throughout this entire after he gets KCM. Like B statement, Tsunade statement. There's just this narrative implication that Naruto is like on the same level as Minato, right? So it'd just be like an assumption that would like just make sense narratively.
Hold on, let me just read this real fast. Hmm. I really thought this scan said something else.
Concede, Wilson, concede.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh god.
Why does Naruto's body flicker scale to?
No, bro, I'm just making a narrative argument here.
I don't care.
Bro, okay, are you saying the narrative is wrong? You think like the power scaling you're doing would be a bit more solid than the narrative going on?
No.
The narrative would have KCM1 Naruto on Minato's level. And also, right? Why do you think this instance here is body flicker? The
Give me a
Kisame
second.
instance. Yeah, why do you think it's a body flicker?
Alright, okay, carry on.
Yeah, okay, why do you think this is body flicker?
Because teleportation, like in the dub,
No,
I'm
wait,
pretty
wait, wait,
sure,
wait, wait.
like is
I'm
like
talking about the Kisame instance. Why
yeah,
does
that's
it
what I'm
look like
talking about.
teleportation? How is this teleportation? What?
Because he said that's teleportation. Was that
No,
teleportation?
no. Was that no? He says was that teleportation? He's not sure. Like Naruto's so fast that he's like, wait a second, is that teleportation? Because then right after this, Kisame goes, oh my god, he's so fast. Because this is just when he gets this new mode, and the first thing he does is like go and blitz him. I don't think the first thing he'd do is like just teleport to him. That wouldn't be a KCM feat.
Alright, bet.
Yeah. So you okay with Naruto to Minato? Bruh.
Hold on. Let me just think.
Yeah.
Alright, bet. I think I concede.
Okay.
I
GG.
like my argument was based like my rebuttal to this was right. I recalled it right, like completely wrong. I thought he said that was just like a yellow flash. So I was just gonna argue like
Yeah.
because like of his KCM form. That would have been a shit argument, but it would have been funny, and I could have argued
Yeah.
it like quite well, to be honest.
Mhm. Joseph wanted to tag in. I wonder what Joseph would argue. Yeah, well, so you can stop the recording.
Mhm.
GG's.